Another amazing week is here, and apparently it is in the month of October. Good day to you all. If you just tune in, you're watching today in retrospect with me, Shejackiesays. Now, our top stories. The UK government makes U-turn on tax cuts for top earners. Burkina Faso military leader, who was ousted in a coup on Friday, has formally agreed to step down. Nigerian presidential candidate Bola Tinubu jumped on an exercise bike to prove he is fit following social media claims on his health. Now, PPP pledges to break MPP and NDC's duopoly in Ghana. Now, the news in detail. Truss has been forced to make her first policy U-turn less than a month after becoming British Prime Minister. A government plan to cut a tax for top earners has sent markets into turmoil, and risked a rebellion in Parliament has been axed. Prime Minister Truss came into power less than a month ago, but her government has come under heavy fire for a plan to reduce taxes for most wealthy in the midst of a cost of living crisis.
A distraction in our mission to achieve high growth.
Prime Minister Truss came into power less than a month ago, but her government has come under heavy fire for a plan to reduce taxes for the most wealthy in the midst of a cost of living crisis. In the light of the government U-turn, the pound returned to its announcement value of around $1.12. Truss's government had hoped for a running start with a series of budget policies that they believed would boost their growth. This had included a plan to do away with a 45% income tax on any earnings above £150,000 a year, as announced on September 23rd. Burkina Faso's military leader, who was ousted in a coup on Friday, has formally agreed to step down. They said the country's new self-declared leader, Captain Ibrahim Traoré, has accepted Paul Henri Damiba's resignation and conditions he had set. The announcement followed attacks on French institutions after it was reported that Damiba was sheltering a French military base. Burkina Faso controls as little as 60% of its territory, and Islamic violence is worsening. The African Union has demanded the return of constitutional order by July 2023. Now, the ECOWAS agreed that the ousting of the leader, Damiba, was unconstitutional. Nigerian presidential candidate Bola Tinubu has jumped on an exercise bike to prove he is fit following social media claims on his health. Mr. Tinubu of the governing All Progressives Congress (APC) also dismissed claims that he had withdrawn from the presidential race. Now Nigerians will vote for a new president in February. He tweeted that many people have said, "I have died." Others claim, "I have withdrawn from the presidential campaign. I am strong, I am healthy, I am ready to serve Nigerians from day one." Ahead of the presidential election, focus will be on the 70-year-old health as he canvasses for votes. Last year, he spent 3 months in London for a knee injury, and there are other concerns about his undisclosed ailments. Now back to Ghana. The Progressive People's Party, popularly known as PPP, last Saturday celebrated its 10th anniversary at Elmina in the central region with a commitment to break the duopoly of the NPP and the NDC in Ghana. The party therefore appealed to the electorate to rally behind it in the next general elections to clinch victory to enable it to improve on its lots. The 2020 presidential candidate of the PPP, Bridget Jobenuku, made the commitment while addressing party faithfuls who converged at the Kobina Giant Square at Elmina to celebrate the anniversary. Ms. Jobenuku said if the PPP was voted into power in 2024, it will tackle head-on issues concerning youth unemployment, social development, and road infrastructure. She expressed the preparedness of the party to ensure effective implementation of policies, saying that this is better than empty party sloganeering, personal profit, and political expediency. Moving on to the Ashanti region, the Asante Hene Otumfuo Osei Tutu II has described an alarming the current rate of deforestation in the country, estimated at 10 million hectares per year. He said available statistics indicated that Ghana had one of the highest deforestation rates in Africa and the world are 2% per annum, on the average losing 135,000 hectares of forest per year as of 2020. For Showbiz Retrospection today, we just received a sad news this morning that actor Eckhol Blanson has passed on. He was 50 and circumstances surrounding his passing is not very clear as of now, but his colleagues such as veteran high life artist Rex Omar and several creative industry members have started paying tributes to him. Aside acting, Mr. Blanson was the commercial manager for Ghana Web. The late actor won admiration for his roles in the number of movies such as Boga, Frozen Emotion, Savannah, In April, Checkmate, Illusion, A Woman Scorned, Pool Party, and Famous. May his soul rest in peace. Moving on to sports retrospection today, former Accra Hearts of Oak head coach Samuel Boadu has been cited in public for the first time since his inglorious exit from the club. Boadu was sacked recently after a barren run of games that had 2020-2021 Ghana Premier League champions failed to register a win in 3 games. The former Mediama Sporting Club coach was spotted at the Kwame Chase Sports Complex at Abrankese in the Ashanti region recently. Also, Accra House of Oak has appointed former Asante Kotoko coach David Oklo as assistant coach of the club. Now, the 38-year-old replaces Hamza Oben, who was sacked alongside head coach Samuel Boadu last week. Oklo will act as head coach until a substantive head coach is appointed. He has been tasked to lead the Phobians preparations for the CAF Confederation CAF first leg game against Real Bamako of Mali Bamako on the weekend of 7 to 9 October 2022. Now that is it for all our headlining stories for today in retrospect. Do stay tuned as I bring you all highlights from Twitter today. The name still remains Shejackiesays, and thank you all for watching.